What do you make of the security alert issued by the UK, the US, and also some other nations in Nigeria concerning the security situation in the country, to the extent of asking some of their staff to leave Nigeria if they can, or to relocate away from dangerous spots as identified by them? And the Nigerian government saying that was just unnecessary, and that if they had any information, it would have been better to contact the Nigerian government, since in any case, there is strong bilateral relations with these countries.
Thank you very much. It is a very disturbing development, but I see it is in the context of the continuing plot being designed against Nigeria, and that because we have matured from what the situation used to be, in the sense that we are better informed instantly about developments, and we come to realize that there is a continuous plot by those who, there's an English saying that they hunt with the beagles and run with the hare. And we know that this red alert that has been published and acted upon has been part of the desire to promote panic and disorder. And we understand the game far more than we did some 40, 50 years ago. This would have caused a panic, disorder, anarchy, and bedlam everywhere. But today we know that we can fault the actors and perpetrators, because we know there is a convention, there's an agreement, there is a diplomatic code of way to behave in circumstances like this. And I think that the red alert has been given totally out of context of diplomatic niceties. I think that we are being threatened not by the circumstances we are in, because we have overpowered what seemed to have overwhelmed us since 10 years or so ago, when we have been trying to contain terrorism in our country. But I think, seeing what has happened, we have discovered those who are stealing our oil and our other resources, those who are not, who are holding our monies and not remitting our monies back to revenue in our own coffers, and then lending us benefits from our own monies. Now, they create situations where they would like to see us creating more IDPs rather than making progress in our economic development. And they like to choose where and when to reinvest this money. These monies that they have been holding away from us. Our money is stolen from our oil resources, stored away remittances. And they join us to fight corruption, whereas they're the storekeepers of all corrupt benefits, and they're the investors of corrupt resources. So I think I am not surprised, because coming all the way from 1964, 65 elections through the Civil War and today, we know how this game is being played by the international powers in order to put themselves in a more powerful, influential position, and to reduce us economically, socially, and in terms of political stature. So I am not surprised. Okay. I will only say that I am impressed by the way the government has handled this situation.
Okay. So are you saying that It's the international powers that are trying to reduce us. It's the international powers that have been stealing our crude. It is international powers like the Americans that issued the alert and the other foreign nations that followed suit. Those are the countries trying to bring Nigeria down. Is that what you're saying? And they've been the ones involved in the stealing of our crude that was revealed recently.
More specifically, the new personalities of our colonial powers in the new colonial dispensation, or new colonialism or imperialism. I am saying that, and that they are the ones who are actively working against us as to enable us achieve our expected greatness as an African country and as a black nation. They are the ones. I think they have hand in the stealing of our oil, in the non-remittances of our income, revenues, and in storing this large money that could have been available for development, and then turn around and lend it to us at some interest and at some pains, for which we will remain either in servitude or under bondage, because our generations to come will be paying the interest on money that actually had belonged to us. So I think they are. I don't see any reason why they should overwhelm, or they should not go and abide by the normal protocol that exists between friendly nations. What they have done by this red alert and the method they have gone about it, I think is hostile. Okay. And I'm glad our country is facing it, because we would have been at daggers drawn on ourselves, in spite of the progress that we have made or have been making in the last 10 years. We have now got an upper hand with respect to our fight against internal terrorism. And I think maybe they're expecting that, as it used to be, they will have a commotion, a panic, and which may result in coup, because it looks as if military interventions are coming back. So I'm very apprehensive of what they have done, and I think that the procedures they have used is hostile. I really think I am vexed about red alert. I live in Abuja. I have lived here since Abuja started. And I cannot see any justification for a red alert where a foreign country is asking their citizens to leave the country as if we are at war. I think their interest is probably to get us in a state of panic and confusion, so that we will live the rest of the time creating IDPs. We're already disturbed by flood, natural development, natural hazard. They should be thinking about how to help us, meet this natural hazard, the climate change that is bringing about it. I don't really see why they should put us in a state of panic, asking their employees, to whom we are not Afghanistan. We are not at war. We are not at war. Those of us who have seen the civil war in this country and the political climate that was imposed on us by foreign media and diplomatic play, we know how much hazard they cost us. And it cost us life, many lives.
Okay.
After that, we had children with kwashiorkor and all these things. It was not our manipulation.
Okay.
We should stop all acts that manipulates us. We should not be manipulated.
We're not at war. We don't want Nigeria to be at war. But as we speak today, there are flashpoints in the northeast, the northwest, and parts of the country. There's banditry. People are being kidnapped. Some people just got released on Lagos about the expressway area. you know, it's not good news everywhere. Attacks are being repelled. The military is overstretched. So
I agree with you. Nobody is happy about that. But they who are giving red alert to their citizens, are there not such incidences in their country? Aren't school children and people being killed in the streets?
But ours is not
in
about
their
what
countries.
happened.
Are there not such incidents?
General,
Look,
I don't
told
really
you, we have
care
gone through it. It's been 10 years.